Alright, so we're going to be going through the Eternal Atera fight today. This is a fight that a lot of people struggle with. If you've looked at the Steam forums, you'll see there's like an ongoing thread from like when the game came out. It's got like 100-something replies. People don't like this fight very much, which is understandable, because if you get here and you're under-leveled, it can be very difficult. Now, I tend to play through the game in an order, so that I'm always above the level of enemies we're fighting, just to make it as simple and easy as possible. But this, and you don't have to do that for every fight, but this fight in particular, I would suggest being at least level 14, which is a little tricky because throughout this whole cave, all the enemies are level 13, I believe. And she's level 14, summons level 14 minions, and she herself is very strong for her level. So it's a bit tricky, this fight. Alright, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to have Thane stand right on that source puddle. As soon as we open this, she's going to pop up here. You do have time to like cast one power after that opens, which I think I'm going to use for haste, just to make sure it lasts the full 2 turns. I'm going to stand on the source puddle so that I regain the source I use for Master of Sparks. So we're going to go that. Open this and then spam 3.
This is altogether
There we go. Alright. Now she spawns up here. You're in conversation. So your first instinct when she's up here should be to get the rest of your party up here. You don't want to start with the low ground. Now, if you're soloing this with like a lone wolf build, or if you're soloing it without lone wolf, which is doable, you're going to want to hop up here with like tactical retreat or something, because otherwise you are going to start with low ground, and it's not a good thing. So we're going to teleport Thane right up here. Alright. And then we're going to buff him up. Typical pre-combat stuff right there. Now, the way this is set up is she has, I don't want to say low physical armor, but she's got lower physical armor than magic armor. And she's got, I was going to say immunity, she's got a lot of resistance to water and air. And usually she starts battle off by chugging a resist fire potion, which I don't think, yeah, you can't see it from there, but like she doesn't have an inventory to check. And these guys are just complete wimps to magic damage. Like, they have 42 magic armor. Like, even if they had, like, 70 resistance or something, it'd still be very easy to take these guys down. Now, one thing you could try is teleporting her to the low ground before combat, and that can work. You don't have to do it that way. You could also, have them sneak and then teleport her down, start off with Entangle, all that stuff. But you don't need to do that much. We're just going to pre-buff here. This is a kind of lengthy conversation. Your god's going to interact with her a little. There we go. I think this is actually one where Encourage buffs her, which I don't like. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure this is one of those encounters. You know what, we're going to hasten up. I'm going to go with Ivan, actually, because I want him to use Worm Tremor on that first turn, and if possible, Dust Blast would also be nice. I probably should have had them spread out a little bit, because she can nuke on her first turn. She normally doesn't, but she can. Yeah, Chain Lightning. Alright, yeah, that's going to hurt a bit, but that's not a huge deal. That rain, though, is going to stun Ivan. Oh, why didn't that stun him? Oh, he's immune to stun with his armor. That's right. I completely forgot about that. Ivan's, was it his gloves? Yeah, immunity to stun. That was just pure luck. That was very fortunate. All right, so we are going to hit myself with Time Warp there. And then we're going to use a teleportation scroll on her. Get her right up in my face. Alright, and now we're gonna just get these sparks flying. We're not gonna be able to kill her, but we could We could proc Executioner by killing that one. Just to make sure that happens, though, we're going to use Adrenaline. Oh, you know, he has fire resistance. Yeah, and he's wet from the rain. That's why he's barely taken any. Okay. But she is now no physical armor, so we're going to knock her down. Normally she can actually summon more wolves. I'm kind of shocked she didn't there. Alright, but they are not resistant to water, I don't believe. So this should, oh, they are resistant to water. It's air they're not resistant to. Okay. Well, this still might be enough. Yeah, so they are all frozen now. She's knocked down. So this encounter is pretty much over, honestly. There's not a whole lot that they can do. Alright, we were going to teleport them down here, and then entangle and everything. We don't really even need to do that. Yeah, I'm just going to focus her down. Ivan does have Executioner. We could kill. Yeah, and he does mostly physical, so we're just going to get her out of the way. Proc his Executioner, and there we go. Alright, so now Losa is going to start teleporting them down here. Yeah, so I want to get him down here, and the idea is nether swap, but I don't think if I jump down there I'll be able to nether swap him, so yeah, we'll just leave him there. We'll just kill him up here. He's low enough health. When they die, they blow up a little bit, and then they leave a cursed ice surface, even if we didn't already have the ice surface on there. Alright, now this is upsetting, because I wanted... Yeah, Medusa Head is looking tempting here, but I don't have enough AP after that Adrenaline last turn. So I think we're just gonna jump down here, spark a little bit. Alright, now I was hoping I could get Opportunist to trigger, but no such luck. Alright, and they should still be wet, I believe. Yeah. Just freeze both of them, freeze that one. Like I said, once you get them all locked down, really easy encounter. You don't want to get too close to them, like how Fane is. Like this right here, it's probably going to kill both of these two, and that might kill Fane just from the explosion. Not quite sure. Let's find out. It didn't kill Fane, but he had some magic armor left, and it took down a lot of health. So it's not a great idea to have them all bunched up next to multiple of those wolves. And there we go. Encounter finished. They get a little exclamation point over their head. You can talk to them, get the dialogue going. Alright, and when you loot her body, you will get some level 15 gear, 14 gear, I forget what it is. It is level 14 gear. Alright, and that's it. You want to focus Atera down? If possible, I don't know if we can still see her initiative here. Her initiative's 41. Now with Fane, I have 32 with Peace of Mind. That bumps up from 32 to 40. So yeah, if you wanted to use a Wits Potion or Lemonade or anything else that boosts Wits, maybe one of the herb mixes from the Under Tavern, you could outspeed her, and that will make it tremendously easier, especially if you have Fane. Time Warp is super powerful, especially when combined with a precasted Haste. Time Warp is just amazing. If you're on Lone Wolf and you have Fane, Time Warp is even more powerful because it gives you 4 extra AP instead of just 2. Alright, so that is the Eternal Atera fight. Even if you don't have Time Warp, you can still gun her down in one turn. Not gun her down, but burst down her armor in one turn pretty easily at this level. Again, if you come in here at level 13, that will make a huge difference in how this fight goes. Like when she is Superconductor, if I was 2 levels lower gear, all that. I mean, even though my gear isn't all up to date, most of it is good enough. Yeah, level 15, level 15. I think I did actually just recently get some new stuff. But we have like 14, 13. That one's gray. My rings are a little not great. That one I got from the troll. That's why it's 18 already. Yeah, so if you're level 13, though, that, like, or not superconductor, the chain lightning shoes, that would probably stun 2 out of the 4 there, and then it would escalate very poorly for us. And again, we are on honor mode right there, and the only mod that we're using is the one where if I use a bedroll, it restores source. That way I don't have to just waste, 3 minutes after every fight just draining source out of the dead bodies. Which is especially annoying with Master Sparks, or teleporting back to, the source fountain in the Maester's house. So we're going to go give that tablet we got back to Riker, and I'll see you guys in the next combat video.